everybody, it's Arabella again, and well, you already see it, I think. These are the ornaments. I made 3, and instead of making a mat, I made it in the 3 sizes, from the largest one to a bit smaller and a bit smaller. And actually I wanted to try it first, because I did make an accordion-like book, but it was really, well, not so difficult if you do it this way, you know, why the cut. And I did let them loose, so I didn't make one with a spine yet, but I am intended to do that. I made something myself on a computer, sort of designed it, and that is what is on the back side. I printed it out too large because I want to make an A5 size book. And this was an A4 size, so this is for my daughter Kaya. So and it has the shape of the what I started with, and the name escapes me. I don't know what it is, but the last few days I can't remember anything, so I waited a while to make a video. And my computer also didn't work, my laptop didn't work as I wanted. But when I know what I want to say, I will explain a little bit more. This was an idea. I saw already a free image on the internet, and then I made the spine on this side, so when you look at it like this, you see a spine. So it's a trick. And this was also a misprint, and I just made it really small, so like this, just to try it. But I really like this this spine idea, so maybe it's also for you to try something like this. On the front side it looks like this, so you see it with the spine, and when you print it out it's a little bit like this. Well, it's crooked, I didn't score it right, I think. But it was to try, so I really like this look, from sort of a diary or something like that. And now I know the name, the top note. I saw, I didn't know who Jennifer was at the time. It was maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I'm guessing. And then I already saw the shape, but I didn't have the template yet. So I looked the shape up and tried to make it. And this is this what I made. And if my daughter is watching, you can't watch, because this is for Christmas. This is your Christmas present, so don't watch. And I'm too late, because she already saw her name onto it. So this is inspired by the top note, because everywhere I looked I saw this shape, but I didn't know who Jennifer was, and didn't know. And this is really a funny story I should tell you, because when I first saw Jennifer making something, she pulled out this book, and she explained everything about the book, and I thought, where did she get that book? And I was so curious, and it took a while until I could find it and where I could buy it and everything. So, but I was impatient, and then I thought, well, I'm making the shape, and this is really a scan from another book I made. So I made a cover, and I could show you, because this is for my other daughter. So Kaya, you can't watch either, and Myra too. So this is for my other daughter, and this is how I print it out. So it's her name on it. This is the back side. This is a sort of the spine of that other book. And this is how I printed out. And with this book I just made it from an old book. But well, I was talking about this, the ornaments. And I also made this, and I really liked it because well, there is this edge around it, and this is a little bit vintage because I love vintage things. And I just printed it out and then made it really simple because I didn't embellish, and I don't know what if I'm going to send it to a family member. But this I found on the internet. It was a free image that I could use. And well, this is on the one side, so this is also for my daughter. And this I put on an earring, and this is a bead, a flat bead, and I just got it around it and then pinched it with this. Pinched it so that it stays on. That's the idea. So I really did love this image. It had purple in the hat and the fox, and well, I really liked it. So thank you, Jennifer, for these free templates. I will play around and make many more. So and now I'm going to put these aside and show you a little bit more about this. So I made this a little book. I enlarged, I scanned it and then I enlarged it. So this was another page from the book. I made this book for my elder sister, and then I scanned all the pages so that I could save that and make something out of it. So this is what I made, and this is the front and the back cover. So this one I have to make. I have to hurry up, it's for Christmas. And this one is almost done. So I took some beads and made this from a necklace. And well, I will open it. And so I could glue something under it. So I was a little bit impatient, and I really wanted to glue something under it so that it's a little bit layered. But I already glued it down because something with vellum, you can put something under it and then it's layered. But I will make some sort of an edge or leave it like this. I don't know. So Mayra, don't look if you don't want to be spoiled. I mean, if you don't want to see what I made for you. This is from fabric, as you can see, or maybe this is a book. I got it, so I took out the book block that was inside. And this I made out of tea bags, and that's really muslin, some kind of a fabric. I will show you. These are the tea bags. I didn't have muslin, so I saw I had tea, and when my daughter Kaya was with me visiting, I served her the tea and then saw that they were in these bags. And it's already sewed also, so they're a little bit expensive, I think. I think I got it from my mom. Well, and then I cut it into strips and made it here so that it's peeking out. And this is fabric, and underneath is old book pages. So. And on the inside I made, this is coffee stained paper that I made. I already showed that in another video. And this is fabric. And this is what I did. I bound it like I wrapped it around the rope. This is really, well, I liked it because it's a little bit, well, I just like the look. And I just wrapped it around, but it's not ready yet because I have to ink the pages. But the way I did it is that then you have these strings and you can do it like this. So and then you don't have to poke through, and you see the rope also. And this is the closure that I made, like that. So, and this I made on the computer also with this thing I found, this program, or I don't know how to call it, but it's called Canva. And I just scanned a lot of images, and you can make something with your own images on Canva. So I see the light is really dark, so I'm sorry, because just a minute ago it was really sunny outside, but now it's raining, so I lost my light, but I keep going. So it's a little bit loose, and that is because I'm planning to get more pages into it. So I have about 10 signatures with three pages each. So I repeated on some of the pages. I left it blank. I already made this also for my sister and her daughter, and I'm making a video about that flip also. So because I already gave it, but I made the video before I gave it. So I thought to myself, maybe I will put it onto my channel, but I didn't know for sure. But now I know a little bit how to do it. So I have the A side and the B side. I really like that. So and a little bit vintage pictures, and left some pages, only 2 I think, because my daughter also draws and she can write and draw, but I'm putting more pages into it. But this is really a simple way to make the book, and because everybody wants to know, I don't know what this is, I think it's paint. Well, and it's also this one I'm pulling out because I don't like that. Maybe I can put something onto it, but I can replace it, or I can do something. So this is how easy it is, and you can alter it and add more pages and do everything you want with it. So here I just stuck down the coffee dyed paper which I made, and this is the cover, and this is the back side. So and with the paper underneath, and this is the fabric I just glued down. So this is how I made my present for my eldest daughter, and my youngest wanted to have something different, so I think I'm going to make a bullet journal. So, and here also I have something a bit similar, and this is made out of magazines, and here I also wrapped the twine or rope twine around it, and then well, this is another page from something I printed, and then I made it out of envelopes. So I also put bullet journal like planner pages. I'm so sorry about the light. So like that into it, and then I cut, with some of them I cut it off so I can put something inside it. So these are Dutch words. Weekplanner, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, donderdag, vrijdag, zaterdag en zondag. So that's in Dutch to do. And here here I left a flap so I can put something, maybe a page onto it, and then so the flap. You can also embellish with paper crochet, something like that. So let's find a page that I made open. And these are large envelopes, so I think they're 12.5 inches wide and 9 inches tall. So I did fold them in half and then wrapped around it, so it's looking like that. And this I kept a little bit round, so yeah, and you can put so many pages in between. Here is ledger paper, bits. Yeah, this is really nice, from Happiness, I don't know which one. Ah, and here I just took a bit off, and then you can put an insert into it. You can do so much with something like this. I really like this way of making it, and I just adjusted it because it was too short, and then I made a strip onto it, so like that. And I really like that colors, and I used craft paper to border it a little bit. So this is another really simple idea to make a book really quick. You can do this with small envelopes also. I have an example of that, but it's really old, so here I made it from cookie cardboard, what's around the wrapping, the packaging, I mean. Can't find the words. And these are some of my gel prints and inks, and these are small envelopes, and then I used also craft paper, I think you call it, and then left this open. So with some of them, this is with ink, and this is the gel print, this is craft paper, so I jumbled it up a little bit, and here you can write on it, and here I did something with the bubble wrap, and here I just stamped on it on my gel plates. And this is a print of my computer from a gel print. So you can do so much. And here I made a pull-out, so also from craft paper I see, and then made a tab. So you can do with simple, these are simple ideas, but I don't know how I bound this. I can't see it. I think I stitched it on, and then I used this, and this is washi tape, but then fabric washi tape, but it's already old. I have to repair this one. It's a little bit wobbly. It's getting old. And well, it's also a really nice idea. And I'll put this aside. And then I wanted to show this, how far I was on my idea. This is a cover for the Southern Charm, and I did say that I wanted to put the signatures with fabric, and this is what I did. I backed the fabric with cardboard. First I mapped out where my holes should go, because I left a little bit of a gap, wider than usual, in between this. I also made it pretty already and did it like this. Made a cute edge, and this is from fabric I had, and this is like an edge. I'm searching around if I see it, but I have strips of that, and he crocheted. I made this the outside, so this is what I am planning to do, because this is a little bit wobbly, I had to think about something to make it a little bit stronger. So the other side, I'm showing you, I did a little bit the same. So like that. And so as you can see, not just because there's cardboard and the tape, I made it stronger. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's white stuff over it. I don't know how you call it in English. I think heat and bound, but I'm not sure. Here it's called vliseline. And vliseline you can put onto fabric and then make a little bit, and then you can iron it with really thin paper. And if you iron that, then it's activating the stuff that's in it. And then it's bound together. So I saw other videos and they called it heat and bound. I think in America you call it. But I searched it up because I wanted to explain it. But I think there are more people doing this. So you can search and find it, I think. So what I wanted to do, I already made the holes into my signatures, and I already clipped them, only this one slipped loose, and then I poked the hole not on the good side, so on the, it shifted because this is smaller. That's what you get when you want to make a small book a little bit bigger. Something like this could happen, folks. So I don't know if you want that, but I clipped them all three. I wanted to make 4 at first, but then I didn't have that idea that I wanted this in the middle because I like that look. So I made three of them, and this is the third one. This one stayed put. So, and I will put this aside and demonstrate a little bit how I did it. I have a little, I keep forgetting. This is where jewelry was onto it. I got it in a box. This was in a box. And then I put this on top of it. I think you can see what it is. Sort of a foam with a little bit harder side, firmer side, and then I put it onto it. And I mark, I should tell how I do it. First I did make sure that I put the holes where I wanted the holes. And how I did that was I got this piece of cardstock first and I mapped it out where I wanted them. So I pushed it like that and first scored the cardboard, and then I got my ruler and made some lines like that. So I did fold it and then decided where the holes, well, now I'm doing it not right, but you got the idea. And then on the crosses I made the point. So first I'm not really explaining it really so well, so I'm getting the paper. This is what I did. You get graph paper, you put top on where this you keep on the top, and I didn't mind the holes because the end of the paper is the same height as my book. Then I folded it in half. Then I folded it, folded the other side to the middle like this. So you get folds in the paper, and then the other side, and then all the paper together, so you get this. And then when you fold it, I will show it again. I'm not doing it really accurately right now, but just to show how I did it. So in the length you fold it in half, then you fold it in half again, so the ends are going together. This is how you can do it also, and then this is going in half also. So you fold it, make sure it has all the creases that you want, then you unfold it and you put the marks in the middle where the folds meet, so where the cross is in the middle. There you put your mark like this, and then I got my cardstock and I folded this to the outside, and where the marks were I put them on the cardstock, and then also made sure that this is evenly spaced. So I first did the middle one, and then I did this, the other ones. So let's see. Well, this is how I did it, and then this was also my, well, I'm sorry, this I will put aside. I think you get the idea, but it's really important that you know where the top is, because when you put it the other way around, it will not be as accurate as you think, because you think this is the same, but it's not the same. Trust me, it's not the same. So you have to write top. And then I took my clipped signatures, folded them in half, and laid them exactly where my marks are. So, and I did take the height so into consideration. So I put my fingers over here so that it's really in the middle, and then I got my marker and placed a point on the outside of my signatures, on the outside. Then I fold it open and get my little foam. I have to have a bigger one, but and then make sure that when you open it, that everything is in the middle. And this is what I did wrong. You see, here I got a little bit off, but well, I could change that and put another one into it, but I'm going to leave it like this. Then you put it over it, get your pokey tool, your paper piercer, and then you poke the holes straight down. I'm not going to do it again because I'm making, maybe I'm making another hole, so so you have to put that under it. This is how I do it. There are other ways, maybe easier than what I did, but I took some more steps because I really wanted that I did this right with the fabric, also made the fabric stronger and not so wiggly wobbly. So now I have to make the holes in through the fabric. Oh, I already did it, so like that, where the crosses are and where I put my points, because this is what I used to have the right spot for the signatures. So like that, and in the middle like that. So now all the holes are done, and over here I also put a T for top, so that I know when I'm oh yeah, what I also did, because I don't want this side up, it's ugly. So this is going to get on the inside of the book, but on here I'm going to sew the signatures, and this is the first time I'm trying this. So if I'm making mistakes, I'm making mistakes together with you, and then you can learn from my mistakes. But this is, I try to think about everything, but sometimes I forget a step, and I'm learning. So I put the point from my paper piercer, then pulled it down because this is really, well, you see all these things onto it, and then you can't see where the hole is. So I took my marker and then I did it like this, and then put the point exactly where my paper piercer disappeared, and then draw it with another color which I can see on top of this. And this is the extra step that you have to make if you do it like this, so you can see it on the right side, on the good side. I don't know how to call it. So now I'm removing the backing of my double-sided tape. Oh, this is not the step I'm going to take. I'm so sorry. See, I make mistakes. I already threaded it and I wanted to do this together. I'm a little bit nervous because I never did it like this, but I will try it. Now I'm sewing the signatures onto this, the right side. So this is, see where the top is? See, it was already on the wrong side. So this is the top. So I have to start like this, and this is the pamphlet stitch that I'm doing. So I'm trying. And here I did go wrong. So this is the biggest one. The biggest signature, and now when it's all clipped I can't really see where I'm going, but I wanted to keep them on because then all your pages are flipping all over the place. Because I didn't get it right here, I'm going to do it, see where I have to go. So like over there. Okay, I have to go over there. So I'm starting in the middle. Let's see if I can get it today. Let's see. I don't have enough strength, I think. I'm going to break that. See, it's really difficult because this signature is so big, so I'm really worried that I'm doing it wrong. Let's see it again. The other way around is going really let's see if I will get it. Yeah, it's coming, but it's really difficult to get it through. Maybe my needle is a little bit too big, but I got it in the end. And then you have to watch your tail, and I will put it underneath one of the clips like that. So now I'm on the outside, and I'm going to go, you could go either way, up or down, that's not really important. So usually I go up first. Let's see if I'm getting it this time. I see the hole, but I think I made this too chunky, so, or I'm not having enough strength today. That happens to my hands sometimes. So, but I think the other signatures are a bit better, so a little bit less chunky, so those will be easier for me. So now I'm going down. Yeah, it's really difficult with this one, so I'm happy I chose this. Maybe if I do it like this. No. I don't think this is, I'm doing it a little bit like that, so to see where it is. A new hole. Oh no. Well, it's just the way it has to be. So now I'm doing it wrong also, because I didn't put it onto the, see, I'm not used to this, so I think I will stop filming and begin all over again and show you how it's really done, because it's not the way. And I was a little bit nervous because I didn't do it, I never did it like this, so, and also this is a little bit too chunky, and I forgot to well, I'm just showing you what I did wrong. This is better to show. And then I will leave a tail. I leave the middle one, I'm leaving into it, into the hole, because I can correct my mistake. And this is what I do. I always show you what I do wrong. So now I'm threading the needle again and get this and watch what the upside is. So I can see it. This is the other way around. This is the upside, and on this side this is the upside. So I'm doing it right, and I'm showing it like this. I'm on the first signature, so I have to get the first row of that. And then this is an extra step which I'm not used to doing, so let's see, I think I'm doing it wrong again. Well, it's really trying, so I have to start over. Let's see, this is the top. Let's check again what the top is. How did I see that? Without, I see it with these pockets. Instead I did the pockets upside down on this one. Now I think this is the right side up. So this is laying good. Because I want this showing, I really took the wrong side. So well, this is really how it's going, not everything is going really good. And I don't make any mistakes because I'm a computer, I'm a robot. So I'm not. This is the first row. 1, 2, 3, and I'm taking the middle hole for the first signature, and I'm saying it out loud so that I don't make a mistake again. This is really a different way to do it, so I'm not used to it. And then I'm going up. Let's see if you can see it. I'm going up through the cardboard, through the reinforced fabric, and then go through the book. Now finally I'm doing it the right way, so I'm happy. Can you hear it? Push through if I can. No. This signature is really, I did make it a little bit difficult for myself, but well, hey, you know me. If you watch all the videos, I keep trying until it works, so I'm not a quitter, and that's for sure. So I'm pulling through, like that, and I will reinforce this, I see, and I will make it pretty as usual. So this I'm making a little bit loose. Then you go all the way down. This is how I do it, the pamphlet stitch. And let's see if I can find the middle again. And here also the cardboard is a little bit broken, but I will fix it. I could put another one in. My dog is at my feet. She doesn't want to stay downstairs alone, so she's up here with me, but she's so quiet. Such a sweet dog I have. Let's see. Yes, I got through it, so pulling. Oh, yeah, my needle is a little bit too big, I think. And then I did it the right way, and now let's see if I'm in frame. And now I'm going through the fabric again to reinforce it. So this is the extra step you have to take. Let's see if I'm doing it, yes, correctly before I go. Let's, yeah, I'm doing it correctly. So this one is almost attached. And then I go from the back side of the fabric, I go inside the same hole. So, and then go inside the same hole from your book, the middle hole. So, then I go through the same hole. This time I hope, yeah, it's a little bit better. But I'm in the thread of the other one. And pull through. And now I'm pulling everything tight with the fabric and staying in picture at the same time, trying to. And this is where you have to, I will show you how it's looking, and watch out for loops. So you have to pull until there's no more loops also. Going really difficult. I don't know what's going on, but and then I will leave the loop. I don't want anything to break, or let's see. This is also a little bit loose, so I will try to see if I can get it a little bit more. Yeah, this is it, I think. Yeah. Now all the loops are gone, and I will let this make this loose. This is where you have to watch it, because the rope that's already in the middle, so you did go from this way to that way and then back in the middle hole, and then I will cut it, and you have to make sure, well, I look for the scissors. Where you leave, you have to leave this twine or rope twine in the middle to trap it. So I will make this the same as the other one, and then make already the knot for the next signature. Put my needle aside, and then I'm going to knot this and trap that in the middle, so like this, and I usually knot it 3 times. I don't know if that's necessary, but I always do that. And I will leave this because maybe I want to put something onto it, but that I don't know. And now you can remove all your already, I don't know the word. Yeah, my mind is really tricky today. I don't know how to explain it. Well, the first signature is on, and this is the first time I did something like this, and I'm really proud of myself. And here, this you won't see, so that I don't mind that. This will go, and later on I have to mind which is the top, and then stick this onto my cover. And this is also tricky because I never did that also, because it's fabric, it's all fabric. So I have my really strong adhesive. It's just a glue pen, which I got from the HEMA here in Holland. And well, on some pages it's really not suitable for some pages, because then the image will run. And that's not the way I want it. So, but on fabric it's really, really, really good. So I have just enough, and together with the double-sided tape, which I will remove, and then put all the glue onto it, and then stick everything onto the book. But this is what I want to show you, because that's really nice to see, because I never did that. But what I'm a little bit worried about is that I made this a little bit too heavy, this one. This signature, I made it a little bit too heavy, I think. This I glued onto it because I was inking a little bit too much. I will show you one thing, and then in the next video I will put the other signatures in and glue the whole thing onto my book. And maybe if I'm worried that it's going to come off, I will see if I like it. And then, because it's fabric, you can also sew it. But I don't think that's going to look right. But maybe in between this, or make something, but then you will see it on the other side. So I like the look that it's stitching, that you see stitches. But well, this I also attach this with the same glue that I showed you from the HEMA and double-sided tape. So this is the same way. But well, 3 signatures. Maybe I should have stick to 2 signatures, but I was really wanted to try it like this. So this is the first signature. So I'm really happy with it. I made a small book into a big book, almost ready. This is the final steps. These are the final steps, and I will embellish. So you see, this I kept together, so like a page. I really like that idea too. So if you can see it. And together with the coffee dyed paper, and then a little page in the middle, and you still see the nice Southern charm look. So I really didn't want to change it too much, but I made it all to my own taste. Really vintage, shabby vintage, something like that. So I will leave it at this, and in the next video I will sew the other signatures onto it, and we will glue everything together. So, and I will get a light, so I can have a little bit more light in the next video. So have a nice day. I hope you like my videos, and well, I just wanted to say yeah, I don't know, I'm just saying goodbye until the next video. Bye. Doei doei.